stage of your career, how does it feel to be playing an action hero?
Well, let's hear it for the oldies, eh? Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, that's a good question, and it's just something I never ever imagined, because my daughter, from when she was very young, about 5 years old, a long time ago, she said, every time she'd see me on TV, she'd say, "Dad, why are you always dying?" And I always seem to be in a hospital bed with pyjamas on and nicotine stains on the front and on the point of oblivion. And so it's nice, it's very exciting to play someone who's not only proactive, but he's leading the charge. He's persuading everyone else to follow in his wake. And so yes, it's great to be playing someone with a real mission.
Have you had any training to use your wolf sword?
I had a little bit of sword training. I think maybe when they offered me it, knowing that there was a lot of sword play, because I spent quite a few years with the Royal Shakespeare Company in England, that I knew how to handle a sword, but they were wrong, because I was very rarely given a weapon. So I had a bit of training, and the guys who taught me how to do it were terrific.
What attracted you to this character? What attracted you to this role? What was significant about it that made you really want to play it?
Well, apart from the reasons what I said about him being someone who's driven by it's not just a hatred of vampirism, but it's a personal mission as well, because of what's happened to his friends in the camps years before, and which you get in the flashbacks as it goes on, and of course his late wife, and the fact that you gradually see him revealed as a man as the story goes on. It's not all explained or laid on the plate for the audience in the first reel. You may wonder what the heart is doing in the jar. You may wonder why he has to get to the airport to tell people at first, but you're not sure, and neither is anyone else, because would you trust an 80-year-old man with a sword stick turning up in an airport and say, "You've got to destroy all these bodies, you've got to burn them"? It was like, you would assume he was a little eccentric, to say the least. So the fact that he has his secret, and he's kept this in his house, if not in his basement, for so many years, just waiting for this day, and the fact that he's dropped out of life after everything happened, after he failed the previous time to destroy the Master, and obviously he's just kept his head below the parapet, lived quietly, anonymously, and anybody seeing him on the street would have no idea what was in his heart or what he was planning. And I love, the idea of playing someone with a big secret like that is very exciting.
What was the first film by Guillermo that you both saw that something about that attracted you to work with him for this project?
Oh, for me, I actually followed a lot of those movies. The one that stunned me the most was Pan's Labyrinth. But then, crazy enough, I worked for him because I dubbed the French version of Hellboy 2 just 2 years before he contacted me for this one. So this was the perfect start to talk to him on Skype, and so. But basically, for me, he's a creator of worlds. He's a very visual guy, and it's not only the visual, but they have content. It means, for me, what was so amazing that all those creatures are not just creatures to frighten you. They are creatures that have their own purpose of life, their own way of pursuing. They strive for something. They have their sense of life inside themselves. So Guillermo basically treats all those creatures like his kids or babies, and he wants them to grow up, and he wants us to discover the purpose of life, and in a certain weird way, identify with them. At least understand their existence. It's not just an image of bad. That was for me the trigger really that thrilled me to start working with him.